All right, this was submitted to me by Marv Green. Marv's right in front of us with the blue horizontal stripes. He's a blue belt. He's 40 years old, I think, somewhere around there. And so this is probably an intermediate masters match of some age category. Let's see what happens here. His opponent doesn't look old, though. Neither guy looks old. Look at him. All right. Right off the bat, you see both of them doing like one-on-one controls. There we go. A little bit of tying up of the head. Marv has a lot of, I don't want to say stiff energy, but he is a lot tighter and tries to keep his arms tight to his body, keeps a more straight posture. Oh, yeah, his opponent does an okay job of trying to separate Marv's arms from his body to get open access to the arm drags. Yeah, the other guy puts out a lot of little just light feelers. Marv a little more strong in anything he grabs and anything he does. A little bit of head fight. Oh, yeah. So Marv went in for a shot, got sprawled on. Oh, and Marv spun all the way through. That was beautiful. We're going to start this. We're going to just take this back a sec. By the way, no points were given for that. No points at all were given for that. So here we are. Let's watch this exchange because it's pretty nice. Marv's going to kind of go in. Other guy counter wrestles with the headlock. Pulls Marv down. I don't know if he would give points there yet. Maybe he was going to secure it if he got behind the hips like that. Marv spun through reversal to get on top. Wow. It's a rare exchange that you see nobody get points after that. I don't know if it should be 2 for Marv, 2 for the other guy, or no points, but I guarantee you not every ref at a Grappling Industries is going to score that the same way regardless. There's no way. 10 refs see that. This guy might very well be right, but 10 refs see that. You're going to see about 3 different scorings, and I guarantee you no more than 7 people would score it the same way. 6 people. Okay. Little. And Marv is, they both have ankle controls. The other guy's doing a good job of controlling Marv's foot. Oh, and then there we go. That was kind of like a half dummy sweep. I guess that's a form of a dummy sweep. Maybe I'm wrong. See that one more time. He has the ankle, and it's just simple off balance. He actually didn't trip up Marv's left foot at all. We're going to watch that one more time. He just off balances Marv over his right foot, but he kicks him off to the side. Yeah. It was just enough to get Marv to go down, and then immediately pounces on top of Marv. So the other guy's up 2-zip right now. Oh. That was a good way to enter that deep half position. It's got to really try to hike him up, though. Yeah. This looks good. Oh. Yeah. But came up on top. Yeah, that deep half, even if the deep half sweep doesn't literally work and you can create a wrestling exchange, you'll get points for a sweep. So now we're even. So that was a great little wrestling scramble that started just from getting deep half. It wasn't, let's watch that again. So he's in deep half. Let's back it up a little. Yeah, Marv gets that arm in under the leg. It's not really in a strong sweeping position here. Now from here, Marv could pop out the back. He's a little flat on his back, but he is his opponent's base. So good things can happen there. And he just didn't switch his hips to come up on the leg, but he comes all the way up and boom. Even if that, they would call that a sweep even if they didn't come all the way back to standing. That was great, though. That was great. Twice Marv has had really great wrestling scramble exchanges to come up on top. Marv standing up to break the guard here, but just a little out in front of himself. Lots of just wrist controls without strong, deliberate use. You do see a little 2-on-1 there attempt, but lots of just grabbing of the wrists without. Not the strongest looking collar tie or breaking of the posture of the head, but just good to mix it up from the bottom guy. There, Marv kind of used it. Yeah. Both guys could work on this position a little bit to solidify controls in the hand fight instead of just little kind of ticky-tacky stuff. I'm not the best at this in closed guard either from either perspective. That was a great job. Watch this. Marv getting his left arm in the way. Marv frames the right leg of his opponent to block the triangle. He gets it in just a little bit. And both arms, really. That was great reaction. Great to throw it up from the bottom guy, too. He's got the wrist control, and he throws the leg over. And then in that split second when he has to let go of the wrist, Marv pummeled his hand in. Watch Marv's left wrist. That was great. He lets go. So that's not really that strong of a submission attack there, but it's the only submission attack we've seen. And we're in a tied match. Oh, there's that same kind of sweeping position that guy liked, but this time Marv's stepping his base back. He wouldn't be. Yeah, he tried to sort of sweep him. Marv backs away. Now they're just doing a hand fight in the open range, tied up 2-2. I guess it's 2-2. It's a tie match. I know that. I know it's tied right now. Yeah, it's 2-2. Not a lot going on here. Maybe his opponent was kind of trying a snap down. I don't know. Marv's taking the center, but the other guy's being more aggressive. Yeah, he goes for the arm drag. Marv goes for that snap. But, oh, that's time. Now, I already know. Now, they're going to cut this off here. Okay. Cut it off there. Okay, it just restarts automatically. I'm fine with that. Marv lost a decision there. Okay, Marv lost a decision. Now, I have a few things to say about this. If you were to immediately say, let's just watch this end here. Say we have a tied match. And this is about where we're going to get back to standing up. Okay, so in the last minute, let's see what happens. His opponent goes for a triangle attempt. Marv stands up. He feels the threat of the sweep. The guy starts to try to off-balance him. And let's see what happens here. Yup. Keeps his balance and spins back into standing. Now, his opponent gets the tie up. Not doing anything yet, though. Yeah, you go. All right. Yeah, that's nothing. It's still more than nothing, but it's pretty much nothing. Yeah, his corner said use that. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. At least make it look like you're using the grips you get. His opponent goes for a very strong, deliberate arm drag. Marv has that, goes for a snap. It at least is something. And I'll explain why I say that. Okay. That's the match Marv loses. I'll give a couple sentiments. Right off the bat, if you say this is a match you lost, the margin is probably very, very slim. So if we're going to look at this from a perspective of how could we have won, number one, even match. There is a reversal of a takedown that, makes his opponent get on top. Then we have Marv sort of switch roles, get back on top, and reverses bottom position, creates a scramble. Then we have 2 sweeps. Each guy gets a sweep. They go back to a neutral position standing. And that's really it. The opponent went for a submission attempt and maybe went for a couple more offensive moves on the feet. And that's what it came down to. It came down to a submission attempt that really had nothing. There was nothing to that submission attempt. He just threw his legs up. It was not close. It was not a real attack. The arm drags never came close to being a takedown, but he went for them. He went for one in the beginning. He went for one at the end that both had something to them. He also was a little deliberate with getting to a front headlock. He got a front headlock in the beginning. He tried to get one at the end. He got another front headlock off of Marv's takedown attempt too in the beginning. So the margin of difference here is not that great. Marv won 2 scrambles, one of which he got points for. Okay. So what could we have done differently? Well, number one, in a close match, the last minute is important. And if you're going to disengage out of somebody's guard and take it back to the feet, the biggest thing I would recommend is make it look like you're trying to score. You have got to be going for something. Maybe you don't want to get, front headlocked and taken down, almost taken down again like you did in the beginning. So you say, all right, maybe I don't want to change my levels. Well, that guy just went for an arm drag. I have to go for 2 arm drags. I have to tap the back of his leg and keep my head position high like I'm attempting a snatch single. I have to be the one moving forward, grind my forehead into him and back him up, forward pressure. And then, like his cornerman said, use it. If you get the collar tie, go for the snap down. Get 2-on-1 controls, get something like you're trying to take the 2-on-1 wrist control and then take it down to the leg and just tap the back of the knee. You don't even have to change your levels, So I'm looking at this match and I think if I could do differently going back and I'm Marv, it really comes down to that last minute. And if you know it's a tied match and you'd rather not risk giving up points and losing definitively, if you're looking to win a decision, make it look like you're trying harder to score. If it comes down to that triangle attempt and you still lose, so be it. So like what I'm saying will maybe make you win 80% of the time. If you were to be the one to be the aggressor in that last minute, I wish when you disengage, let's watch this again one time with the guard pass here. So like if you're going to disengage here, maybe right back, act like you're trying to pass, like pounce back into the guy. Don't just get away to let him stand up to not even try to take him down. So the guy creates the space, you spin away, right back on him. Be aggressive here because that does not play to your favor there. Whereas if you disengage from his sweeping attack to attempt to try to dive right back into a pass, maybe chuck his leg to the side, get some sort of connection, or you immediately enter into some sort of shot, some sort of forward wrestling pressure. This moment, right here. If you immediately, the second, right back in, try to get the front headlock as he's coming up, right back in on the guy. That could have made the difference right there in the ref's eye, because I don't think there's a definitive answer. Honestly, pretty high-level match for a couple of blue belts their age, or whatever belt the other guy is, intermediate category. Safe, smart grappling, hard to totally beat. I'm sure both of these guys are tough guys. I know Marv well, but I'm sure neither one of these guys are easy to just dominate and beat. I just think on Marv's behalf, use what you get, use what controls you get, and try to take every inch a mile, Every connection is just the first flick of the domino. Try to create these domino rallies. Try to create these volleys. Everything your opponent does, counter off of it. Just be a little bit more deliberate in your progressions. I'm trying to take what I use further. So that's my biggest recommendation. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else of note worth adding. Tough match. And I will say this too. It's like, this is such a common jiu-jitsu match. Nobody passes anybody's guard. Nobody has a real submission like that's actually dangerous. There wasn't even a real takedown. This is common. So we need to figure out how to win these sorts of matches or troubleshoot these sorts of matches and not just focus on the types of stuff we drill all the time. It comes down to hand fighting, being deliberate with your hand fighting, maybe pressure, keeping a connection, chaining our attacks. These are things that make the difference and will level you up. So that's what I have to say. Good match. Thanks for the submission, Marv. Also, I'm starting a thing, bjjshortcuts.com. There will be more to come about that, but go ahead, enter your email for updates. And yeah, thanks for watching.